Everybody, my feet are a little slippery. All right, so we catch a fish, everybody. Make sure the camera's aimed properly. But hopefully, we get a big giant one right now. Get a few casts, and then we'll move spots. I only brought one bait. Oh, actually, I got my backpack. But we're determined just to use one bait. Hold on, I don't think it's swimming correctly. Yep, it's not. I put on a new hook, so we should be good. I'm throwing a little 10-pound line on the little silver feather, a little BFS reel, or bait finesse reel. Let's see if we catch one. Hey, but earlier I lost my phone today. I was fucking pissed. I was in a tripod, and then the cops came and shit, and I was trying to run, and the fucking my fishing rod hit my tripod, and then I was trying to get hold of the tripod, and the fucking phone flew out. I was fucking pissed. I'm not sure if any of you guys saw it. It might show up in YouTube. I was on YouTube too. But I don't know if that video was saved or what the fuck. Because they didn't even end the live, so I don't know. But that sucks. Oh yeah, but anyways, I'm looking for new sponsors or anything. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Because pretty soon we're going to be doing other stuff because I lost my phone. We're going to start doing a bunch of science shit. Alright, might switch sides real quick, everybody. But right now it's a spring turnover pretty soon, or it's starting to happen. All the cold water sinking down. And because the wind's kind of making the water cold, so cold water's going down, warmer water going up. And then eventually the top water is going to be colder and the bottom's going to be warmer. And it just goes on between the spring and the fall. But I think I'm going too fast. The fuck? I'm going to slow it down. I might be going too fast. Let's see if it does anything. But we'll switch sides right now, everybody. I really like that other side. Oh, actually, we're gonna explore a little bit over here along the bank. We only got one fishing pole, so I could just run it. You know what I mean? But I admit that was my mistake. I got 3 fishing poles. You know what I mean? I should only just brought one. All right, first fish. This guy's hella small. But I was right. They just want a slower moving bait. I'm gonna try. We're aiming for big bass, everybody. Big fish. I just happen to catch a bunch of small ones in between. So my bad. Right, here's a good fucking bass territory right here. If I hook one right here, very good chance that it's a bass. I could be throwing top water right now, but we only got one fishing rod. I ain't gonna be switching. The light's already going down. But one fish. Remember, I'm just gonna go slow. I feel like I'm going too fast sometimes. All right, let's see if there's any comments before we keep going. I don't think so. All right, but much love whoever's tapped in, honestly. Really appreciate it. We're one fish down. And how many minutes in? 5 minutes in. It's kind of weak, but something, I guess. But we're here aiming for giant fish. I'm gonna go a little bit quicker on this retrieve. Right there's perfect for a little frog right there. Wow, I had a bite. I fucking had a bite and I missed it. They just say it was a small fish, so I don't feel bad. But you gotta be surprised. Sometimes big fish feel like a small fish, and I won't know until I set the hook and I'm retrieving a little bit. Remember, always clean your bait. Some people don't, but I always clean it. Damn, I can't believe I missed one bite. That sucks. That could have been the giant fish I was looking for all day. Even though I've only been here 5 minutes. Something biting it. Small little fish though. They're like biting the tail of it. Hold on, let's make sure. Make sure that shit's good. Something's biting the tail or something. I did only replace one of the hooks. I figured might as well leave the other one. I'm thinking about changing out these swivels though. They're kind of small. I'm gonna go with more heavier gauge swivel. I mean, O-ring or whatever. Did I get hit somewhere? Okay, that's what it was. It was algae that keep hitting. Never mind, everybody, false alarm. But right, that'd be perfect with a little chatterbait. Only we don't got that one on. We got a little jerk bait on, medium running. This little jerk bait's probably like 3 to 5 feet up beneath the surface. Probably closer to 3. All right, we're gonna move sides. We're gonna swap out. Let's change sides. Fuck, I hit the dam. That's cool with the little lure. I hit the bridge, but it didn't make too much of a big impact to break it, so that's cool. Come on, bro. Where's the giant fish at? That's what we're here for. At least we caught one, I guess, but we gotta go. We don't got that much time. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. The bait's not swimming right now. Oh, now it is. This is not my favorite color of this bait. I actually broke it, so we got this. It's my favorite model, but just not the favorite color. Let's go to the other side. Remember, everybody stick and move. You always want to move spots. You don't really want to stay in the same spot. And if you do, you want to switch out lures. If they ain't working, there was one guy I saw on the internet. Okay, there you go. There was a guy on the internet saying that he throws a spinner bait 1,000 times. I'm like, fuck. If I don't catch shit like in the 5th fucking throw, I'm already thinking about changing that shit. Fuck it. Because if you're throwing the same bait, if you're forcing it, like when I was trying to force that glide bait bite live, there's a lot of fish in between that you're missing. That's just all I gotta say. There's a lot of fish in between that you're missing. Like right now, I'm probably missing a few fish in between. Or a lot of fish, because every lure has its downside. There's no such thing as one lure does everything. At least not yet. You probably need like a robo lure or some shit. But come on, we just need a really good bite right now. That was a small bite. I had a bite right now, even if it was small. A bunch of small fish. Nice, good spot right there. I'm slowing down my lure because I feel like the water temperature is going down rapidly. Damn, missed 2 fish, but I caught one. Don't worry, the big one's about to get here. Oh yeah, but because of a fucking ranger, dude, I lost my phone, dude. I just set the catalyst in action. The reaction in action. All right, let's go, baby. Where the hell's the fish? Normally I would have just swapped out my fishing pole for another one. There you go. Small guy. Fuck. I already feel he's a tiny little shit. Number 2. Oh, bitch. Right, fish number 2. Is that a ranger over there? Fuck him. He's gonna have to come over here. Nah, just fucking with you guys. But it might be though. But he's the guy in the white truck. You see the ones in the white truck. They don't really give a fuck. All right, fish number 2. He might come around, so we might only got like 10 minutes of fishing, everybody. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to go all the way around to the entrance of the park. Or the exit. All right. Unless he calls for backup. So we're always here to prepare for backup that's in Milwaukee. Little walkie-talkie. All right. I guess now it's not a walkie-talkie. I guess now it would be like, just call him up. Oh, shit. Damn, I got bit, but then this lure, it's not swimming right. I had another bite right now, a small one. There's going to be a lot of small ones in between. Or at least you're here fishing with me. Since that guy's kind of speeding up, I can tell that truck, he might be gunning for me. We're going to go where the big ones are, big old bass. If I hook a bass right now, I'll be so happy. All right, let's go over here. This is where the bass are. It's always a big bass or big stripers. Ah, shit, motherfucker, I missed him. That one felt huge, too. What the fuck? My bad, everybody. I'm missing all the fish today. You should treat every single one like if that was gonna be the only bite all day. Yeah, water temperature's still good. It's still not cold. But it just got rained on, so the water temperature cooled down a little bit. And right now is the perfect time for fish to be breeding also. Because it gives the fry like about 3 weeks to grow up. or the water chills, and then at the same time, a lot of other fish get to feed on that new batch of fry. Water's pretty warm, actually. Some fish, they only breed when it rains, or after it rains, or during it rains. Whatever you want to call it. Ooh, got one. Ah, motherfucker, you fucking bitch. Fucking fish, dude. What the fuck? That was a bass. That was not a striper. Fucking pissed. I had one and then I felt the head shake and fucking spat the hook out. Motherfucker. What a dick. Alright. Come on, baby, please. I didn't mean to be mean to you. Sometimes you gotta talk to the fish. You gotta talk to the fish. People might call you crazy. Ah, man, I can't believe I missed it, dude. If you guys think I just make fishing look simple or easy, it's because, I mean, it is easy and all that shit, but it's one of those simple but fucking hard things. You know what I mean? But that's because I've been doing it all my life. If you're barely starting, I don't know. You just gotta follow my advice. First advice is get yourself a little jerkbait. This is a dual Realis. I could use the Mega Bass one. I like how it feels on the line, but I like how this one's designed to go further deep. But I like to throw a little Mega Bass X80 Junior for the tiny little jerkbait for like when it's shallow water. We only got a few more minutes here before we just call it quits. I'm trying to catch my little hat trick, that little third fish. Damn, there's hella algae here, so there's gotta be a lot of bass. Dude, I know that was bass. That sucks. Pick up my drag with just a few clicks. All right, but we gotta get out of here because by my timing, that guy should be almost around the corner turning. There you go. Ah, this guy's small. Fuck, this guy's a small striper. I could tell by the way it shakes its head. But definitely pound for pound, the striper's a bigger, stronger fighter than the bass. Well, let me check. Let me go on the lookout, everybody. That guy might be coming for me right now. Hold on. But it sucks. I lost my jerkbait. I mean, I lost my phone earlier today. To the fucking ranger, dude. And having too many fishing poles, getting greedy and shit. Instead of just having one. It's not my fault. But no, I wanted more baits. That's what I get. Being a dumbass. That's how people get caught. They're overpacking shit. Alright. Over 3 fish down. Fucking small ass ones though. But son. In how many minutes? Hold on. In 19 minutes, 3 fish. On average, I'm probably catching like 6 to 7 fish. 8 if I'm lucky per hour. That's my rate right now. Fucking pathetic. I would have gotten more fish if I didn't miss like 3-4 bites right now. And that giant one right now that I hooked, I'm like, fuck. It wasn't that big, probably more like 2-pound fish, but still. 2-pound bass. Alright, let's see. I really love fishing where the rocks are over there, but That's where they're gonna get caught though. I like going over there in the winter because nobody's really fishing anyway. So they don't really go that way. And when they do, I just hunker down and they just pass by. Be in camo with the rocks. Alright. But that's what's up, everybody. We got 3 fish and a whole bunch of misses. Remember, I'm throwing a 10-pound line, everybody. This little bait is really, really small. It's only like 5 grams, maybe. Fuck, it's not showing me right. Hold on. It's a really tiny bait. You can't throw this on a... Well, it's not recommended. There we go. That's the one that was missing. You can't really throw it on a big line because it won't go too far. Oh yeah, right there, perfect, baby. Please, fish, bite my lure. Please. They just say that was a catfish, even though I know it wasn't. Now I don't feel bad. Please, giant fish. I could do one lure swap, everybody, but I think we're on a roll with this little guy. It's my favorite jerkbait, but just not the color. It's not my favorite color. Because once it gets around this time, it's harder to see this lure. I don't like that. I like the one that's all around. I catch one during the day and at night. Or at least in the evening. Because once it's nighttime, you want to go with bigger lures so they could track them easier. The only exception I found was the little chatterbait. Maybe I should put on a little chatterbait, but I need a new skirt. All right, we're gonna go to the other side, everybody. Just prepared to leave. But damn, I really want to catch that bass though, dude. I can't believe I hooked the bass right now and I missed it. You can kind of tell the difference. If it's a small fish and it's taking line, more than likely it's a striper. I feel like it's an average fish. It's not really fighting, but it feels like pretty big. It's probably a bass. And bass, I feel like they don't fight as strong as the stripers. Because when I catch a bass, they don't really take my line unless it's like a 4-pound bass or bigger. A 3 maybe might take a little bit of a drag. A 2-pounder, forget about it. I mean, yeah, maybe if I have my drag loose and shit. If I'm throwing the BFS, but stripers, if you get one that's even 18 inches, it'll take some line. Oh shit. But a 25-inch striper will take the line for a good amount of time. I don't know, I think stripers are a little bit more fun. Like if you just want to have fun and shit. Damn, I got tangled. Hold on. That's not good. That's never good. At least not here, it's not good. I'm gonna get caught. There you go. I always like fishing where you're not supposed to fish, I guess. But that's where all the fish are, though. Come on, just one more bite. I think we'll just take off, everybody. We're gonna go to the other side, back to where we were. If we don't catch anything, we'll just take off. Especially because this bait, it's harder to track down at night. Normally I would just swap it out, but we're not even gonna have time to swap it out. It's hard to see anything. Oh, bitch. Line manage, it's really important. the other side. Last one over here. If I don't catch something on this one or not even a bite, we'll go on the other side for sure. Back to we were. Sometimes you gotta chase the fish, but other times when there's like stripers, sometimes you can just stay in the same spot and they'll come back because they swim in schools. Bass don't really swim in schools unless they grow up with each other. You're not gonna find a 1-year-old bass with with newly hatched fry. Same with any fish, right? But for sure, you're not gonna find like a 1-year bass hanging around with a 10-year-old bass unless they're breeding or some shit. But stripers are a little bit different. Stripers are more like a schooling fish. I feel like if they don't have a school, I feel like they're probably more depressed and shit. Well, bass could be solitary motherfuckers. At least that's my experience from keeping them in fish tanks, of course. But this is just one big ass fish tank, everybody. Alright, last few throws, and then we're leaving. Oh man. Alright, last few throws. Plus it's dark. You can't even see anything no more. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Got one. See what I mean? It's a small fish, but it took some line. No bigger than the one I already caught right now. This is still a small one. If I'm lucky, it's probably like 12 inches right there. But it took some line, you see what I mean? Even if you catch a small striper, they take line. A bass doesn't really take line like that. Unless you catch a giant one, I'm telling you. All right, fish number 4. I think this is it. See if there's any comments. If not, we'll just take off. Was it 4 fish in 28 minutes? That's kind of sad. If you come here, you only catch 4 fish in 20 minutes or 30 minutes. You're not a pro. You gotta catch more than that shit. You should be able to at least get 10 fish in 30 minutes. Oh, I had a bite. Man, now these little ones though. Man, where the big ones at? So normally I would just switch up to a bigger bait. I could go top water right there. It'd be perfect for top water. It's still fall. Water's still warm. Once the water chills, forget about it. Don't even throw top water at all. Oh shit. Got one. Another small one. He's fighting. Little feisty guy. What number are we on? 5? Oh shit. 5. Oh, this guy definitely almost ate it. Come on, Puppus. Hold on. Let me get my pliers out real quick. It's just right there, but my hands are... It's really hard to get a fish hook with your hands out sometimes. Damn, I don't want him to be dangling because I don't want him to snap the line off with the hook in its mouth. And it's just right there, but can't see shit. That's my problem. There you go. No more fish, everybody. I can barely even take the hook out. Bam. All right, 30 minutes of fishing. Caught 5 fish. Small ones, though. That sucks. That really does suck. All right, everybody. Much love. I know you guys are pretty late. The clouds making it hard to even see anything over there. See that? But we caught 5 fish in 30 minutes. Small ass ones, though. Hey, John Key, thanks for joining, bro. At least you're not keeping them. That would give them more of a reason to fuck with you. John, right, bro? Looks like dinner. That's right. Nice catch. Yeah, bro. There was one time I caught I think it was like a 25-inch striper right here on the other side. Maybe it might have been like 28. But a pretty nice size striper. I released it. As soon as I released it, that's when the guy came. I'm like, oh, fuck. He obviously saw me with the fish in my hand. I don't know. It's just every time when you guys come here in the chat, I start fishing again. I was already about to leave. I don't know why. I just started throwing my blind in the water. And that was supposed to be the end of the line. All right, hold on. Let me see if I catch one more. But I doubt it. I don't like this little bait. Mostly the color. The color makes it hard to see, so they have to go through vibration or whatever. Anyways, fuck it. Anyways, much love, everybody. I already caught my fish, and I can't remove the hook so easy, so we're just going to head out. All right, everybody, much love, and make sure you share it and all that. And I forgot to put a Cash App, see if somebody wants to donate. Nah. All right, everybody, much love.